Okay guys, let's start. So basically first I will take up your doubts. So I have a doubt, when we are making a table to calculate multiple values, how to type those in Word. So look, basically have we done this thing, table forming, have we done this in our class or not? I guess there was not any question where we did the tables. So okay Mahi, so look how do we do it. First take up your tables and draw the tables. Okay, take up your table and draw this table. Cool. You are for example typing something. For example this is let's talk about joint distribution if I am talking about. Okay, so this is x, this is y values, basically this is for example x values, right. So I have 1 2 here and I have 1 2 3. Now can you see, if you put in enter here na, if you put in enter here, what will happen? The width and the length will increase, not you will move forward to next column. अगर आप enter मारोगे ना तो space बढ़ेगा, आप next column या next cell पे नहीं जाओगे. So उसके लिए what you have to use it, to go to the next cell or downward cell, upward cell, you have to use those 4 arrow keys, right? Upward arrow key, downward arrow key, backward arrow key and forward arrow key. You have to use those 4 keys to move within your tables. Clear? Clear or not? Mahi, is it clear? Was this your doubt? Have I cleared the doubt? या फिर कुछ और भी एंगल था उस क्वेश्चन का? ठीक है. वन मोर थिंग, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आपने एक्सेल यूज किया है कुछ कैलकुलेशन के लिए एंड यू आर राइटिंग दैट पर्टिकुलर टेबल इन दी वर्ड, सो यू हैव टू शो ईच एंड एवरी फॉर्मूला यू हैव यूज्ड फॉर योर एक्सेल. ओके, फॉर एग्जाम्पल हाउ डू आई से, अगर आप प्रोबेबिलिटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की टेबल बना रहे हो या फिर एक्सपेक्टेशन की टेबल बना रहे हो, एक टेबल ऐसी भी होती है ना, वी हैव वन टेबल लाइक दिस एज वेल ना, प्रोबेबिलिटी डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन टेबल. फॉर एग्जाम्पल yeah, this is x values I have here, so 1 2 and 3 1 2, this is probability x is equal to x. For example this is also given to you, not 2 0.2 0.8 and you are calculating expectation of x is equal to x. So if you are using this, or you are for example calculating CDF, so if you are just writing this value in the tables, then it is not sufficient to score full marks. You have to show how did you get each and every value for your CDF. Okay, clear? For example you have to show that probability x is less than equal to 1 is equal to probability x is equal to 0 plus probability x is equal to 1. Now since I have table book, I have already made a table having values of probability x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 0 or 2 whatever, I do not have to solve it specifically because my final answer is already given in here and my constituent values are also given in my table. Okay, so then calculation is not required here. Clear? Any doubt? Anyone else? It was a good doubt. I thought table has already been covered. Maybe we do not have encountered any question in table. So it's good that we have cleared it now. Anyone, any other doubt? Guys please type regularly, otherwise doubt ही नहीं आएंगे. Doubt ना आने का one of the reason क्या है कि आप type ही नहीं कर रहे हैं. So please type your answers regularly. And अब तो आपके unit test भी start हो गए हैं. So you need to really pace up your speed because there are many students who are leaving the test just because they are not able to write or type the full test. Right? So you have to really speed up the things. These typing classes are formed ताकि आपको नई नई notations भी समझ आए and आप practice भी कर पाओ, क्योंकि यहाँ पर हम within time frame type करते कोई आंसर को. Right? So everyone ready? Shall we start with a new chapter, that is we will take a question from confidence interval and hypothesis testing. Basically they do not have again not any specific notation, but still student find sometimes it's confusing how to write hypothesis testing, what are the important things I have to write while showing the hypothesis test. Okay, so I thought let's do a question from chapter 10. So I am trying to cover this 10.21, basically initial two parts I will try to cover up. So can you see, first part is comment briefly. So I won't be doing this part because this is again a theoretical part. So you have to comment in there so you can approach it at your own. Let's do this second part. Okay. So those who are not well versed how to solve this, again this is not a technical class. What you can do is open up your answer in, beside the book and you can start solving with me. Okay. And those who are already covered, who are confident, they say yes I can think and type at the same time, then just go for it. Clear guys? Let's do the second part. Carry out a formal test to check that it is appropriate to apply a two sample test to these data, assuming that premiums are normally distributed. So first important thing, you can write these pointers. First important thing when I am doing a hypothesis question is clearly specify what is my null hypothesis, what is my alternate hypothesis. Okay, that is the first step this is going in my hypothesis testing. So I am doing control enter to start from a newer page. So we do first part, second part basically. So first I will clearly write what is my null hypothesis, what is my alternate hypothesis. So how do we write it? H naught H1. So those who are using subscript and superscript can simply write it control shift minus H0, and I have this as, what is it? Either you can state in words or you can state in algebras also. Okay. So I can also write sigma square control shift minus A is equal to backslash sigma control shift B. Okay. So either I can write this as well and my null hypothesis will be H1, copy paste it to NEQ. That's not equal to sign is basically received by backslash NEQ. And if you are not able to get it, don't worry, just write not equal to. Otherwise, how can you write it as, you can write the two sample variances are equal, or you can write sample variance A is equal to sample variance B. This exactly in words is also acceptable. Okay. And in null hypothesis you can write the two sample variances are not equal. Okay. Otherwise, if you are not using, for example, superscript and subscript, H0 and H1 are also commonly acceptable terms for null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. Clear? So now I have to calculate S square A and S square B. So use your equation editor if you want, otherwise I will do S square A as normal and S square B as equation editor, or vice versa. So small S square A. Now please be aware, look, capital letters in statistics are used to represent my random variables and small letters are used to represent my certain values. So if I am calculating something, so I will use small letters. If I am not calculating something, if I am defining a formula, so I can use capital letters. Okay, so please be aware when to use capital things and when to use small things. In some cases it is acceptable, but in most of the cases, for example, when we are doing question probability x is equal to x, so obviously capital index small x need to be specifically determined, otherwise you may be penalized over that. Okay. So is equal to 1 by 9 space, it goes into the fraction, then we have 494126 minus 2134, I have a square of this divided by 10 space, and we have this is equal to 4013.4. Okay. If you want to write the formula as well, you can simply write the formula as well, but let's check how much marker question is it, then we can accordingly determine. Okay, it is a 4 marker question, so obviously 1 mark or half mark is allotted for your null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. So half marks for it. Okay, 1 mark for your test statistic formula, right, and the calculation of the test statistic. 1 or half marks for the intermediate calculation required to do the test statistic, and 1 mark for your 1 mark for your test result, whether it is coming, the test is passed, test is failed, and half mark for showing your, half to 1 mark for showing your DFs if you require. For example, if you are doing chi-square test, so what is the DF you are taking, why are you taking that DF? If you are doing F distribution test, what are the parameters you are taking for that? So this is how your marks are splitted in this hypothesis question. Okay, clear guys? Any doubt? Tell me. So please show each and every step. Any step missed, you lose the marks. Either you are not writing the formula for test statistics, you lose the marks, half mark. And you may think like that half marks is very insignificant. No. Ask those students who fail from 0.25 marks, how much do half mark matter to them? Clear? So किसी को कोई डाउट? सबका हो गया S square A तक? Everyone type S square B and give me a done in the chat room. Come on. Quickly guys, quickly. I'm waiting for you, then only I'll move forward. ठीक है. What about you, Mahi? Bhavya done, okay, cool. Mehak, Mahi, rest of the students, quickly give me a done in the chat room. आगे बढ़ते हैं फिर. Now I'll tell you statements में क्या क्या जरूरी है. What you have to write in the conclusion statement of my hypothesis, क्योंकि सबसे important वही होती है. उसका 1 to half mark, 1 to 1.5 marks होता है. Okay, first we will write, so test statistic is, what is my test statistic? S square A divided by S square B. Okay, this is whole divided by sigma square A by sigma square B space. Okay, space उसको करके ऐसे आ गया. If you don't want that, इसी फॉर्मेट में चाहिए तो आप ये भी रख सकते हो, Control Z करके. Okay, and if you are talking about normal typing, so how will you do it? A bracket. This bracket is for your numerator. Okay, so S square Control Shift minus A divided by S square Control Shift minus B. This whole divided by sigma square Control Shift minus A divided by sigma square Control Shift minus B, Control Shift minus normal script. Okay, this is how does it, what does it follow? It follows shift and the sign over my tab functionality. This might be clear from your chapter 2 typing, right? So F N A minus 1 and B minus 1. So Control Shift minus N A minus 1 comma N B minus 1. And if you are doing in the equation editor, how will I do it? F N A minus 1 comma N B minus 1, brackets closed. Okay, so this is how you can do in equation editor, and I have already told you in normal approach, Control Shift minus. Done. So now you will write observe test statistic value is. We do not want detailed explanation to each and every step. Okay, just a sufficient amount of words. For example, what you are exactly calculating is required from your end to get the full marks. I don't want is now we will calculate the observed test statistic. No, that's not required. You can just simply write observed test statistic, or you can say calculated test statistic. So you can also do that. Okay, test statistic is, or if you don't want is equal to, you can use. So what is it? 4303.4 divided by 3461.7. Okay, and if you want to show that this is whole divided by 1, so you can also show that. Okay, so this is equal to 1.243. Clear? Okay, done till now guys? Tell me, Then I will move forward to that important section. What exactly I have to write in my exam for my conclusion. Come on. Give me a yes in the chat room. हो गया हो तो? Pretty simple typing. ठीक है, section का हो गया है. Very good. जल्दी, quickly guys. I don't want to take a lot of your time because your time is valuable. ठीक है, quickly. माही, महक, rest of the students. ठीक है. Now what things I have to write? First, what type of test are you doing? Are you doing two-sided test? Are you doing one-sided test? So you will write this is two-sided test. Okay. Next is you will compare this, right? So you will write comparing the test statistic with the observed value of F9,9 distribution. From where? From table, book, page number, whatever you want to write. From table, book, page number, this at what type of critical value? At 95% confidence interval. Okay. So then you will write we get. What is your exact value, critical value? So your critical value is coming out to be, for example, 4.026. This is greater than 1.243. You don't have to write in words. You can just use the sign. Okay. So can you see how I have done? First I have written it is two-sided test. Very important. Okay. Then I have test. I have written what distribution I am using to compare. Okay. Basically for my DF, because in the question I have given Fna minus 1 Nb minus 1. So how is the examiner checking that what distribution parameters I am taking, right? So in the chi-square distribution as well, chi-square 4, chi-square. Don't write chi-square n because it is already mentioned in the above section. Then table book referencing. Okay. Then at what percent confidence level. Then what is the value coming out to be. Then this sign shows whether it is greater than or less than. So this is one thing. Now coming to conclusion, so there is, whether there is insufficient evidence or sufficient evidence. So there is insufficient evidence to reject the null hypothesis at 5 or I say 95% confidence level. Okay. Therefore, it is reasonable to assume that sigma square A is equal to sigma square B, or I can say two variances are equal. So either you can write in algebra or you can write in this words. Okay. So you have to mention everything because it contains this section from this to this itself contains 1.5 to 2 marks, 1 to 2 marks. Okay. So you have to be descriptive in this. टेस्ट स्टेटिस्टिक की कैलकुलेशंस दिखाना, इतना कैलकुलेशंस दिखाओ लेकिन बहुत ज़्यादा कैलकुलेशन दिखाना इतना इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, बट ये कंक्लूजन पूरा सही होना चाहिए. एवरीथिंग शुड बी मेंशन. कौन से कॉन्फिडेंस इंटरवल पे कर रहे हो, टू साइडेड टेस्ट है कि वन साइडेड टेस्ट है, डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के कौन से पैरामीटर्स ले रहे हो, एंड फिर आप रिजेक्ट कर रहे हो कि एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हो, और रिजेक्ट और एक्सेप्ट कर रहे हो तो आपका फाइनल कंक्लूजन क्या आ रहा है. बेसिकली अगर रिजेक्ट कर रहे होंगे तो नल हाइपोथेसिस, अल्टरनेट हाइपोथेसिस का कंक्लूजन आएगा, एंड अगर एक्सेप्ट कर रहे होंगे तो नल हाइपोथेसिस का कॉन्सेप्ट कंक्लूजन आएगा. Clear? So this is how you do a question. Any doubt, anyone? Tell me. किसी को कोई डाउट है? या anyone want me to check कि मैम मैंने ये लिखा है, is it sufficient to write or is it enough to write, या फिर ज़्यादा बड़ा है, something. ठीक है. So then those who have already done and do not have any doubt, try attempting the third part beta. Try typing the third part. बेसिकली मैं इसका आपको नल हाइपोथेसिस का टेस्ट स्टैटिस्टिक लिखना सिखा दूंगी, बिकॉज टेस्ट स्टैटिस्टिक इज अ लिटिल कॉम्प्लिकेटेड एंड आपको टी टेस्ट में ऐसे ही टेस्ट स्टैटिस्टिक मिलेंगे. सो आई विल शो यू हाउ टू राइट दिस टेस्ट स्टैटिस्टिक. And then everyone, okay, once we did this third part, everyone will show me what is the statement they are writing, okay, what is the conclusion statement they are writing, then I will check it and then we'll wrap up the class. Cool. So let's move to third part. So basically first step is writing null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. So null hypothesis is mu A is equal to mu B. Right, I can write it this way now. Alternate hypothesis is mu B is greater than mu A. Otherwise you can also have used mu A is less than mu B. Okay, this is null hypothesis and alternate hypothesis. Now I will write test statistic is, what is my test statistic? Alt equal to, I have x bar B minus x bar A. So x backslash bar, 2 spaces 1 spaces. Anyone can tell me, will I use 2 spaces or 1 space? 2 spaces or 1 space? 2 spaces. Okay, 2 spaces underscore B minus x double space and underscore A. Very good. Divided by, then I have s square. Please, सबसे पहले मेरे पास square root है ना, so first I will come from external things. So backslash square root. Then I have 2 to 3 terms in my square root. Now that's why I have to use brackets. So bracket is s square p. This bracket again because मेरे को bracket चाहिए. nb space space plus 1 by na space space bracket close space bracket close space and again a bracket close space. ठीक है. This follows T. What is the degrees of freedom of T? Na plus nb minus 2. So 3 terms है subscript में, I'll use brackets. Na plus nb minus 2 brackets close space. Quickly tell me the test statistic value. Don't tell me the test statistic value. Quickly write the value after substitution and give me in the chat box what exactly statement are you writing, so that I can check if it is missing for something or not. Come on, quickly guys. I'll check your answer. I'll check your final concluding statement whether it is up to mark or not. Again, it is carrying 1.5 to 2 marks. So make sure you're writing every significant point. If you don't want to write full statements, now you can write in this in pointers as well. That is also equally acceptable. They don't go for explanation, they go for the points, valid points. This is not a theoretical paper like CB1, CB2 or CP1. We are doing numericals. They want you to act like a numerical solving student. Come on, quickly give me in the chat box what is the concluding statement going out to be. Until then किसी को कोई डाउट है कि मैंने टेस्ट स्टैटिस्टिक कैसे लिखा, बिकॉज इट इज अ लिटिल कॉम्प्लिकेटेड, थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा रूट्स वगैरह हैं. एंड इफ एनीवन वांट मी टू रिपीट कि इसको नॉर्मल अप्रोच में कैसे लिखेंगे. वैसे तो इट इज प्रीटी सिंपल टू राइट इन नॉर्मल अप्रोच एज वेल, बट किसी को कोई डाउट है तो वो बोलो, अदरवाइज गिव मी द आंसर क्विकली गाइज, देन वी कैन रैप अप द क्लास. Come on. Okay, very good Saksham. This is correct. just remember this 1.734 plus minus you are writing now, that can be written at the above stage only, because you are writing now as the test statistic lies between this critical range, so better to give this critical range before only. Okay, otherwise rest is okay, very good. Okay, okay, no worries, then it's perfect. Rest of the students, quickly give me. सो गाइज लुक, जैसे फाइनल कंक्लूडिंग स्टेटमेंट में आपको लिखना होता है ना कि नल हाइपोथेसिस रिजेक्ट हुआ है तो ऑल्टरनेट हाइपोथेसिस का केस लिखना पड़ेगा, ऑल्टरनेट हाइपोथेसिस नहीं सपोर्ट कर पाए तो नल हाइपोथेसिस का केस लिखना पड़ेगा. सो अगर आप केस स्पेसिफिक हो जाते हो, फॉर एग्जांपल यहाँ पर सक्षम जैसे केस स्पेसिफिक हुआ है दैट कंपनी ए प्रीमियम इज इक्वल टू कंपनीज बी प्रीमियम, दैट्स एन एडेड एडवांटेज. सो आपको ये पता कैसे लगेगा, क्वेश्चन में जो पूछा गया होगा ना, जिस चीज के लिए टेस्ट के लिए पूछा गया होगा, जस्ट राइट द सेम थिंग. ओके, अगर टेस्ट पास हुआ है तो राइट द सेम थिंग, अगर टेस्ट पास नहीं हुआ है तो नॉट लगा दो. ओके, वेरी गुड भूमि, आपने पी वैल्यू यूज करके किया है, ठीक है, दैट इज ऑल्सो गुड. यू कैन ऑल्सो यूज पी वैल्यू. yes, mu A is equal to mu B. We have sufficient evidence. No, Bhumi, it will be insufficient evidence. ठीक है, you mistyped. ठीक है गाइज, एनी मोर डाउट्स? आज की क्लास में टाइपिंग ओरिएंटेड तो था, ये भी था कि क्या इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स हो सकते हैं, व्हाट आर द इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स टू कीप इन माइंड व्हेन वी आर डूइंग हाइपोथेसिस टेस्टिंग, बिकॉज इन 90% केस आपको हाइपोथेसिस टेस्टिंग का क्वेश्चन आना थोड़ा सा ज्यादा प्रोबेबिलिटी है, राइट, बिकॉज इट इज वन ऑफ द इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक एंड स्टूडेंट्स को आता है, वो टेस्ट कर लेते हैं पूरा, बट स्टिल दे आर नॉट एबल टू राइट व्हाट दे हैव कंक्लूडेड. Yeah, Mahi, just one more line is missing. It is that we conclude that whatever the H naught is given, we conclude that mu A is equal to mu B. And if you are finding p value na, then also state the value of p value. कि p value आ कितनी रही है. So you will write exactly like Bhumi that p value is this, which is greater than 5%. Therefore, we have insufficient evidence to reject H naught. Or you can also not write H naught, you can also write null hypothesis at 5% level. Therefore, we conclude that mu A is equal to mu B. Or however the section write, therefore the premiums charged by company A will be equal to company B. Cool. So किसी को कोई डाउट तो नहीं है? किसी को कोई डाउट तो नहीं है? नो लिख दो चैट रूम में, अदरवाइज कोई डाउट है तो बोलो. Okay, I can see no doubts. Then let's wrap up the class, guys. Okay. So, ठीक है. Have a nice day, guys. Thank you.